This is Green Valley's 50th anniversary year, so it's a very special year. Green Valley was started in 1968, was a grassroots effort. Started out very small, as most endeavors like this do. I started with 8 clients and really one service. They had the workshop, did some subcontracting for various people. Fast forward about 50 years and a lot of stuff happening over that period of time, and now we have a wide variety of programs of which you're going to get the opportunity to see our department managers and talk about them individually. But we now serve people from the age of birth all the way up to the elderly. Last year we served about 664 individuals. Some of the things that are interesting about GVE, it is a 501c3, which means it's a tax-free, not-for-profit. You can make donations and it won't hurt our feelings if you do. Funding does get a little tighter every year. The board is a 12-member board. We've been blessed to have a really wonderful board over the years, some people that have a real good background in business and other things that have helped us to grow as we have. A couple of the other areas that I'll talk about, one of the bigger areas that's problematic for an agency like Green Valley, our mission statement, is to serve people with disabilities and their families, and we help them to achieve their maximum potential and their maximum independence. When you have a group of people with disabilities, transportation can oftentimes be very tough. We started out, at the beginning, 50 years ago, really didn't have any transportation, and we got 2 buses early on, I think about the first 5 years in, and now we've got 16 buses and 2 vehicles we use for production. When we did a survey a couple years back, we had, I think, 2 people that drove in terms of our participants. So that's a major thing. We're just picking up 2 brand new buses that we wrote a grant for, so we're pretty happy about that. Needless to say, that's a big expense. So United Way helped us out with some of that in terms of the grant writing and some of the match. So we're very happy with United Way for helping us with that. In terms of how we're funded, about 65% of our funding comes from governmental or quasi-governmental funding sources. Managed care would be by far away the biggest, but we also have a substantial amount of money that comes through donations. We do have some private pay fees for some services, and also our production area, which you'll get to see a little later on. In terms of future directions at Green Valley Enterprises, things are really heading the way of more individualized services, more community-based services. There's a lot of emphasis on people working in the community and getting a minimum wage. That's something we're working very hard with area employers. The other thing is that there's a lot of emphasis on youth services, and we expanded our Life Academy program. We continue to do that to, try to get people with disabilities involved earlier in life so that they can have a longer period of time to reach their potential and actually work with them at a point in their life when it's probably most beneficial to them.